here in Millis, Massachusetts. I'm Bob Lee, and we have an ACST playoff competition here. No, it's game 10. But if the season were to end today, these two would be in it, and they're certainly fighting for position. We had Kyle Heady, 80 and 60 against Duncan MacDougall, 75 and 65. And gentlemen, start your engines. Duncan is the home bowler, ACST style. He's going to bowl clean up. Let Kyle post a score. Both bowlers bowl here out of Millis on the Wednesday Night League. Not a division rivalry. That's right. Duncan has the is trailing by 5 in the ACST points. Kyle, but he leads Kyle by a pin in average. Heady's first ball in the first comes in on the right side. Takes the triangle on the right. We'll keep track of head pins as well as points. Spares third back on the object. Heady's third ball in the first for an 8. Heady wearing his Outrun the Bear gear. Of course, the most famous tournament now out of Millis. Whoa, strike on the second frame. His first fill ball is right on the money. Pin hit full and then deflected onto the 2-pin. Has the 5 and 9 remaining. Wood out in front. Probably not in play. Still in the fill. Wow. Spare on strike. And Heady. .28 through 2 complete, 38 in the ball here. No reason for that, but that's what happened. Round objects hitting round pins. Looking for a splash bit. Heady has been a hot bowler in the last few weeks. I practice with him on a weekly basis, as well, and Duncan as well. He takes 7. That was actually a 4 fill, not a 5 fill. Was that a 5 fill? Okay. We need a score correction on the official board up over our heads, but meantime. Heady back on the head pin again. So that would have been a 7 in the fourth as well, not a 6. Yep. Open in the 5th with 2 splits, and as they correct the official scoreboard that you can't see, we'll put him down for a 50. Is that a 5 and a 60? Yep. All right, here comes Duncan MacDougall. Came onto the scene last season out of the Friday Night League here in Millis. Started putting up some big numbers, including a 6. His high 5 in the upper 600s. I want to say 680. Came out of Sawyer's in Northborough. He practiced there for a while and found the bowling here in Millis a little more socially pleasing, and as well as a little faster. 9 in the first for Duncan. He came in as a sub in the ACST A last year, carrying an average around 114 at the time out of Millis. On the head pin. It's a little thin. He breaks the 7 down, but he's still got that right triangle. It's the half Worcester on the right side plus the 10. Great spare for MacDougall. He'll take a reset as the 3-pin falls. So Duncan subbed ably last year in the A's, but when the rosters were set up, he was just below the cut. Finds himself in the B's, where he's in the wild card hunt right now. Back on the head pin, 4 on the filled. Very challenging. Been battling a little bit of wildness. None there, though. 2 objects, 5 pins so far. His ball's coming across at the head pin at 29 miles an hour. He has a nice out for 8, 31 through 3. Four horsemen now. Our first look of the day. Ouch. That's 3 punch throughs in the last 2 boxes. Duncan sets his hands on his hips. Spins the ball around his waist. He gets back to work and takes a 10. Nice job there. Good recovery. Duncan finished the first half 2 of 5 on the head pin. This one will go with a nice full blow like that one. How about it? Beautiful spare. 2 really pretty spares for MacDougall. That might have been a split if it had been a first ball, but it was exactly what the doctor ordered. That was the 8 and 9 pin in the back. Finishes, he's trailing 9, but with the ball in hand. Now Heady, who was 4 of 5 on the head pin on lane 20, starts things off on 19. That was off the head pin. But as so often happens in a lively lane, got the ricochet off the wall. So Heady's big scoring move, the spare on strike in the second and third. No. Punches it in the eye. Takes a deflection off for a 9 and a 69 through 6. Heady works for Frito-Lay. Comes in thin on the head pin and takes a 7-8. That's his third split in a row. He's 5 of 7 so far on the head pin. Goes for the middle and takes it out. Good job. Second spare in the first string for Heady. Right back on the head pin. Gets the bundle of 5 that gets bisected. The 4 and 5 fell down. That's a good news. That's a 7 fill. And like Duncan before him, he connects. 86 through 7 complete. 96 in a ball. And Heady is back on the head pin again. Got it. 3 spares in a row. And he's back on the head pin again. How about 8 of 10 for the first string? It's the way he's been bowling lately. He keeps a low profile. Takes the ball straight back and just missed wide there in his bid for 4 in a row. But that was a 4 spare half. Go with a strike. All right. Was that a 7 fill in the 8th, or it was? Okay. Okay, a 131. John checked it. Yeah, and in the 10th box, yeah, there's a score correction needed. Scoreboard, the lasers are not quite pointing straight here. So that'll be a 132 then, right? And Duncan just needs 81 to keep pace. But he starts with this fill ball from the 5th. If he gets three more marks after a good fill, expect him to do it. Hey, let's see if he can take it. Yeah, almost. The same action that Kyle saw. It's a 6 fill instead, though. 57. MacDougall. Oh, works at Moderna. Makes his 3rd spare first string. And is back. This time hits it thin. That's that half Worcester 710. Kind of a crossbow shot, crossbow leave. Good look. Coming over. Oh, my. He played the left to right ball with good action. He was showing with a lot of right to left spin. Got a ricochet all the way back near the 7 pin, which falls with the second piece of wood for a 10. And '83 in the 7th. 3 head pins in a row here on the backside. Not a great look here. That's the 5. Oh, good look. It's the 5, 8, 9. He hit it a little thin, but splash ball was needed, and he almost got it for a 10. So a pair of 10s after a spare. MacDougall 13 over. Almost. Right for the moment, Duncan at 99. It keeps the string alive for him. How about a double strike? 9 would tie the match. And first 2 ACST points will go to Kyle Heady. Moves to 82 and 60. Now 7 points ahead of MacDougall. He throws a 110 in game. 110 plus this if he takes it. How about a 111? One below his average for the season. All right, well, the second string gets underway. I'll clear up the scoreboard and award 2 ACST points for Heady, who was 8 of 10 on the head pin there. Now 0 for 1 in the second. MacDougall was 6 of 10. Wow. Yeah, just easy recovery shot from his deep ocean ball. And he's back on the head pin again. How about a strike on a spare? That's the way to hold on to it. Get a spare on strike in the first. Of course, results in a 20 box. And doubles. That's really the first one, as his opponent points out, was virtually a strike because he'd only hit the 10 pin. Heady, spare, strike, strike. 20 in the first, 40 in the second, plus this ball. We'll fill that in a moment. Needs, of course, the lanes, where Josh Daly broke the house record for 3 and 5 over the weekend. 7 on the first one and 8, so 27 in the second. 28 in 63 pins through 3. And a good 10. 73, so power of the double strike gets him 33 over through 4. Kyle Heady. Now 11 of 15 on the head pin. Follows right up. I tell you, his ball now one of the straighter in the game. Threw a 453 yesterday in 9-pin in practice. As he takes. Oh, we had a score correction in the fourth, or in the third. He was at 65, so that means with his 10s he goes to 75 and 85 through 5. Duncan downs all 10. That's 8 in the pit, 1 in the gutter, and 1 left on the plate. Back on it again. This one a little full. Got a piece of wood that was helpful for about a minute, about a second. That's the 3-pin and the 4-pin. Pounces it left. Got it! He smacked it in the left side, spare on strike. And a 9 drop on top of that. 39 through 3 at 20 box on 19 box. Now looking for his third mark here in the second. You got it. Just barely. Right to left ball hung on the lane. Duncan now 9 of 13 at 69% on his head pins. Sitting at 49 on the ball. We'll give him his 10. Fill ball coming. Here it is. Oh, tough 4. Good pocket shot, or a bad pocket shot if you want to call it, if there is such a thing. So both bowlers start off with 3 marks. Heady's double, however, gives him a decided advantage. MacDougall now at 62, 22 over in the fourth. Heady 35 over. Oh, and he's back. Nice right to left full ball on that 1-2 pocket, but this is the setback. No. The shot that doesn't go, right? Good pinning there. We keep up with the marks. Both bowlers with 5 spares. The difference right now, the double strike for Kyle Heady. MacDougall finishes his half at 72, and Heady moves over to lane 19. Back on the head pin again. This time, setback no wood. Even harder. Your ideal leave would have wood in front of both sides. Good plan to cram the two into the corner and hope you get a double deflection. Heady, 3 for 3 with a 10, 95. His third 10 in a row following his spare strike. Only blemish on his game, shot at the 7-pin to start things off. And he immediately erased. Back on it again. This one a little too full. Heady's ball ranging from 28.5 to 30 miles an hour at the head pin. Back on it again. Geez, that's there are 5 objects in a row. Going back to it's 7 objects in a row for Heady. Make it 8. Another 10. He's 13 of 17 on the head pin. Just bowling, really making his bid for the A's here. Another head pin. This one's the 4 triangle. He missed that time. So the run of 9 objects in a row comes to an end. And he's back on it again with another 10. Five 10s in a row now for Heady, following the double. He's back on it again. This one, you can see he was a little upset because it was slightly to the right and a little thin. He's got the hay bale. Back on the 2. That again, just a 3/4 of an inch to the right. And he leaves his first pin on the plate.
Oh, there goes the perfect game.
Yep. Yeah, everybody in the room kind of knew it was happening. His perfect game fell by the wayside, though. 124 through 9.
Oh, exclamation.
And back.
Come on.
Finds the middle of the head pin that time.
That's something to hit.
All right, still 3. Last ball here in the second string. Heady putting up a big number for MacDougall to chase, but he had a 72 half. He'll have a good chance. 132. That's a pair of 132s. Open since the double strike, but just brilliant. A run of 9 objects in a row, all 5 head pins on the back. He is 16 of 20 for the day. Duncan, who was open in the 5th, has the 4 horsemen to contend with. Oh, just about an inch left. Now it's his turn to start down Route 10. Right, trailing by 13, box to box. You would love to see that split break. Won't happen, though. He's got a pin behind the 3-pin, though. It's moving back, though. As long as it stays close, it has a chance of a good deflection. How about it? What a shot from MacDougall. That was his third picture. Perfect. I think they were all spare pickups. He's made 3 combo shots like that. And he's back on the head pin. Takes out 8, 9, a strike on spare. The right triangle collapsed. The 7 was the last to fall as the 8-pin toppled into it. Puts him to 102 through 7. And now okay. Okay. Check on that score. The 81. Yep. That score is correct. So 72 is, yep, should be a 71. And MacDougall's back. Drops 9. On the score correction, he is now 1 the string. So he'll be open in the 9th. A 139. Heady, 80% on the head pin. MacDougall, 70%. Those are pro rates. Anything above 70. 70 is the 72% was the old Channel 5 average. 68% the modern pro average. So enjoy it. Heady's back on it again. He'll take 7 in the first. I've set up the scoreboard. Tough. Tough losing with a 132 like that. Bid for the spare, shakes the 10, does not go. $10 in the second. He's at 16. That was a 9 in the second? 9. Okay, thank you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. I have no idea. I think high. I don't really know.
Blocking wood. And he aimed high. And he found outer space there. He said that was no good. He made the call before the ball hit, before the pin struck. So 25 through 3. Heady back on it, full again. Boy, he's after the double strike. He has seen a lot of splits. Made his way through with almost perfect pinning until the end of the second string. Has a chance. Oh my! He got the. It was like a extra large Greek church, but everything went but the 10. And a good 10 there, 35. Heady, 19 through 24, 79%. On the head pin, does it again. 20 of 25 at the half. We were witness to a near miraculous, well, we got the 5-10 falls. It's, I was going to say, a nearly perfect game from Justin Waters, 46 of 50 on head pins in his match against Billy Shiner on Saturday morning. So that was a 45 half. Kyle really didn't miss that many shots. It was the 9 drop was his big opportunity, and the wood denied him, but he kind of missed his chance there. Hit a piece of blocking. Wood tried to play it high and missed. MacDougall fires one in on the 2 pin for 6. Has a lambda leave. Side saddle triangle plus the head pin. Manages to punch that quarter Worcester through the lambda. Leaving a big triangle. Oh, hey, nice. That one's a rare 10. That was the 1-6-9. Okay. MacDougall's first ocean ball. Right on it. Oh, that was a strike ball for a spare. Playing the 7 Sisters. Duncan 15 to 23 on head pins now. At 28 through 2. Welcome if you just joined us. We're approaching the midway point here. ACST action. MacDougall finds. Bops the 2 into the 7. Using the little sidewood. Second spare in a row. First 2 marks of the 3rd string for this in this B contest. Back on it, strike on spare, strike on double spare, 3 in a row. On the mark front. Okay. Duncan tests the waters out deep in the offshore. Gets 3. And how about 4 marks in a row? He'll sit down, taking a 10 fill there in the fourth, up to 68, and that'll be 78 in the ball. Yeah, two of those were off three-pitters that he hit out of the corner, those spares. And the 4-pin wobbles and rests standing. 9 fill, sorry, no spare, but it was a 9 drop. And that is his first spare here in the third. The head pin parade continues for Heady. 73 or 63 through 6 complete, and no. My apologies. I'm not scoring that one right. Heady's spares were in the 6th and the 7th. Apologize. I'm trying to keep score well calling the action. That was a 4 fill. So he was at 63 through 6 and at 77 through 7. Just took a 9 for 86. Three pins out of the right. Back on it. One more coming across in front of the 10 pin. Good bid there. Heady open though in the 9th. And he'll be at 95. So he's 5 over his box with the 2 marks. 12 bonus pins, meaning he's left 7 on the deck. So after maxing out at 80% on the head pins, Kyle struggled a bit here in the 3rd. Finishes 22 of 30. We're bowling 5 though today. Heady will be open in the 10th. Now at 102 plus this extra pin, 103. And MacDougall comes in 18 over and counting after a run of 4 marks in a row. He's poised to cruise to victory here in the 3rd. He'll build a nice lead in the total as well. Presumably. Heady had the lead in total coming in. Won game 1 by 20-21, lost game 2 by 7. All right, third ball in the 6th. Duncan's split gave him a 5 fill. 83 first half. Now at 90 after that 7. Duncan stays hot. The pins stay cold. Okay, 7 and 8. Pick a pin. Take a 9, get a 10 if you're real lucky. That's good pinning though. 99 in the 7th. 5 to clinch game string 3. That'll do it. 9 drop to the 6 pin. Uh-oh. Okay, Duncan came in at 250 after 2. Now sits at 108 after 8 in the 3rd. Back on it. A full one and a split. This ball moving well, but hit it right in the kisser. So 3 splits and a 9 drop for Duncan off the tee here in the second half of the 3rd string. How about it? No, it will not go. How about that? So MacDougall takes the lead, both in ACST points and in the match. That'll go down as a 125. Okay, he was at 1. That's the difference. He was at 115 in the 8th. Score is confirmed. That is a 375 to 367 lead. And Heady, who up till then led by 1 in head pins, now virtually tied. First box of the 4th string. Kyle Heady and Duncan MacDougall here at ACST South and Ryan's Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. Heady will start with a 7. It was 125 up there. I asked Duncan, so I'll trust it. John Ahern here. All right, Heady. Missed the head pin there, but got the bounce back off the left wall. We can't convert. We've seen a couple of cherry-picked two pinners from the corner, one for each bowler. Cal starts with a 16 after 2, just as he did in the third string. There it is. His first mark since the double strike. No, he had two spares in the second half last. He had a run of 12 in a row with 9s, 10s, and the like. All right, it's getting better. It just got a fair degree better. A couple pieces of wood. It's the 8 and 10, and two pieces in front of the 8. The one in the back wants to move like that. What a shot! It didn't. I guess he had to hit it even lower. He hit it about as low as he could, though, with that wood out in front. So that'll be a 9 in the fill. Yeah, the camera's a little sketchy here today. All right, Kyle. After goes 2 for 5 in this half. And a beautiful spare. 2 marks for Kyle Heady. Okay, Duncan MacDougall coming off at 139, 126. Now has a 2 games to 1 lead. Reaches deep for that one. Gets his speed up to 30.75 at the head pin. And a spare. Using the sidewall, a little wood. Everything helped. All right. Not the mix he was calling for, but 2 pins. Third ball in the second box of the 4th. Grade 10. Some consolation for the 2 on the fill. It's turning into a really tight match. And that helps. And that helps even more. A Millis 8. Missed the head pin. Dropped 8 to the 1, 3. And got it. No, he didn't get it. He hit it, a fraction thin, but blasted it off the wall and didn't get any reaction from it. That'll be a 9-31. Missed opportunity there for MacDougall. Plainville resident. Buries the head pin, leaves a split. Double wood in front of the right side. Should connect. It comes. And scared the 7. .41 through 4 with that 10. Trails by 4 pins. Up against a spare here in the 5th. 1, 2, 4 remain. For MacDougall, who is a chemist by trade. Moderna. 1, 2. Off the wall. No 4. So Heady will have a lead of 4 plus a ball. And he's within 5 of the total. If he fills this one with 5, we will have a tie match in total pin score terms. Remember, two ACST points for each string, 4 for the total. These two bowlers closely matched. That's a good 8. And Heady takes the lead on total through 35. You can see it right there, 430 to 427. And he does it on the outside of the baby split. His 3rd mark in the 4th string. Back on the head pin again with a 9 drop. Wow. 82. He's now 26 for 37. On the head pin and catches the left side of the 7 for his 3rd spare in a row. Okay. That was a 3 fill. Just a couple bowls off the 1, 2, 3 from these guys, and everything else has been like that. It's been, you know, difference of style, but their accuracy has been similar. Heady with that 3 fill though is at 95. He'll take a 9 in the 8th. Got himself 24 over. Like to add to that, he started this match with a pair of 132s, then disappeared for a minute. Threw a 103. Back on it, full. Walrus special. 5 and the dime. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, that'll be a 9. That one came out of the channel. Heady's now matched his score from the 3rd string. 103 matched it through 8, actually. And how about this one? The high-low jack with 3 pieces of wood. 25 cents in the kitty. I better fetch it. There it is. Boom. Spare on the 1, 7, 10. Kyle misses the head pin on that one. So he'll be in the 120s for a 5 fill, 128. Right? Yeah, nothing in the back there. It's a 128. Kyle ended up at 68% after that one. I lost track of his boxes for a second. But he has 27 head pins out of 40. Duncan. Good pair of balls there. Still one standing. So he's at 60 through 6. Finds the 1-3 a little full and another split. It's at 25 of 37. Ouch. Pops the 2 pin. You need 68 pins, including that 8, so you need 60 pins. 320 boxes would do it. Starts off just shade right. 1, 2, 4. Nice little, about a 51%er. Goes about the same rate as a 2-pinner for pro bowlers. Like that. Seven fill back on the head pin. Duncan asking himself, why did I go back to the head pin? How about it? Setback shot. Wood was helpful, real helpful. Those are going to everyone knows that it's less than 10%. We don't have numbers, but it is almost impossible to make the setback. And a $5 lemon drop. I got you, Duncan. Okay, a 9. That ended up being a 105 for MacDougall. And while Kyle Heady sets up, matches. Yeah, 125, 120. Is that 125 for Kyle? 128, yeah. It was 125. Yeah. Yep. And a 105 for you. So you're at, yep. $10 for Heady to start things off here in the 5th. I'll pop that in while I fix up the scoreboard. 3 spares for MacDougall, 4 spares, and a strike. for Heady. Heady left on his first bid here in the second. The bowling alley gets very quiet. We're the only bowlers on 22 lanes right now. Tuesday evening here at Ryan's. And Heady, 18. He started with a pair of 16s the last two strings. 18 there is a step up, but not the way you wanted to get started. Okay, Heady finds his first head pin, and oof, that's the 210. 3 pieces of wood, at least 2 of which are in play. Ooh. You saw that helicopter flying up and to the left. Good 10. Heady at 28 through 3. We're in the last string of 5. Each bowler has won a string. Heady led by 15. After 4. Heady, who had maintained 80% head pin average in the first 2 games, a little bit off here in the last few strings. Now 29 of 45 on the head pin. And right on the money. Dangerously close to splitting them, but caught just enough of an angle to take the 8 and 9. 48 and a ball for Heady. Sits at 543 through 4.5 strings. Duncan comes in a little strong. Okay, big out here. Oh no, a 2. You heard it? Happens to us all. Just a half a beat fast on all 3 of those. Hey, he's back on it. And what the heck was that? That was the 1, 2, 4. Okay, back on his object. Kyle's string score is still very much in reach. Duncan's going to have to make up for that 2 with a mark and a good fill. He's at 10 after 2. Okay. That one's certainly making up for the 2-pinner. That was another ball on the 3-pin. Everything but the head pin fell. It's gone. Yep. Okay. Not the fall he was looking for, but a good ball. Move himself right up to within 2 of Kyle, box to box. Oh, I think that's probably what he was looking for, the cap on that. Just about an impossible shot with the wood that way, though. 3 good balls there from Duncan. 9 pins, 6 fill, 35. Trails by 3 in the string through the 4th. Duncan 28 of 45 through 4.5 on the head pin. Kyle Heady 29 of 45. Another big out ball coming. There it is. 9. Yep. So Duncan recovers from the 2 with a spare 6. Starts the first half with a 44. Heady leading by 3, almost like 4 in the game, and by 18 in the match. On the bonus. On the money. $57.5. And the spare is good. That was a big one. That was a big one. Heady now at 67. 7 over and counting. Nothing wrong with that ball. Feels good, but probably wishes it wasn't the 210. He moves to 75, 15 over. Nope. Aiming for the left side. Now just needs a pin. The wood on the right was tempting, but it's kind of high and out of play. Hey! Pops the right side of the 2-pin into the wall and back again for a 10. All right, just you heard Duncan. It's cool. 7-10, 7-9. It's a twin bed split. He got something. A low percentage shot. Good bid though, and a good 10. Heady holding on to 15 over and make Duncan Pick up 21 pins if he can just pin out. Another head pin. Now 32 of 48. The right triangle. Takes one in the middle. Good shift there, but that is a 9. $104. Heady at 14 over. Now at 600 for the day. Make it 605. And oh, a quarter Worcester. Couple opportunities went by there. Kyle's going to be hard to catch for the total, and that helps. A 112. Duncan, on the official scores, do you have 607? 608? Is it 13? Thank you. So 113. Yeah, it ended up being a 9, so 113. And 608. So Duncan trails by 69 in the game, 83 in the match. Bowlers tied, 4 points apiece in ACST score points. Duncan threw a straighter ball that time that didn't quite catch the head pin. Left a post. This time catches it. Oh, wow! The ball drove the 4 horsemen and did its job, skipping to the right. Six on the fill out of the 2-hole. Oh, give it a shot. Love to catch both of those pins on the right. Swing it across if possible. Nope. A good 9. 2 out of 3 objects, 69. Here's the situation. He needs 44 in the next 3. Good start with the 9 drop. Wood out a fraction of an inch on the 10 pin. Anything right of that line should go. Yes! Or the line. How about the line? Duncan's ball was moving right to left. Stayed away from that horrible sound that happens when the pin flips by. Oh dear. That's a 4 fill. Gets him up to 83. Needs 30. How about it? How about he's got it? Oh no, that's the 1-8. Really close to what he needed to hit. A good 10 there. 93. Wow. So he's still in range with a 20 box. He can make this for a tie. He's got to make it. He got it. Beautiful, beautiful. Needs 10 for a tie. Kyle Heady has won the match. How about it? How about it? No. And Kyle Heady will end up winning 10-4 as Duncan MacDougall takes 110. Double check our scores and our marks. Duncan ended up with a four spare. Yeah, it was a 4 spare 110. Finishes the day at 16 spares and 2 strikes. And for Heady, is that a 2 spare 113? Yeah. Great pinning. Interesting. 4 spares to 2, and you beat him. So he ended up at 13. 17 marks on the day. And Duncan outmarked him, but Heady ends up carrying the day. Is there anything 608, 591? Yep, 591. Okay, what's the 111, 139, 126? 125. Okay. All right, and in the end, that is the official score, 608 to 590. Congratulations, Kyle Heady goes to 90 and 64, and Duncan, who came in at 75 and 65, will go to 79 and 75. Thanks to everyone who was watching. For Candlepin Bowling Network, I'm Bob Lee. Thanks to Kyle, Duncan. The next time I see you, I'll see you on the lanes.